Oh! Here we go! Here we go again! Hang on. Alright, everybody relax! Go again! Oh my god, shut up. Alright, everyone. The wildest ride continues. Let's go. So, we're leaving the island. There's not a ton to do, but to leave the island. Here we go.
The greasy old spring mattress.
Not now, please. Man.
The dry grass.
I've already done this.
The great ghost of the air is holding its
to the west, to the east, ahead, and beyond that.
Out of a pillbox.
Below the silence.
A sound impatient to happen.
You've done all this already.
Yet in this world, you hear some kind of limb fidget, producing an imperceptible.
Yes.
It's pretty silent on this island.
It is. Is that why we are stopping?
I got a point. Inland Empire of Volition. Let's bump this bad boy up. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, now knowing what's coming. Oh, dismiss that. Righto. I guess I just wear my normal clothes, yeah? No? I lost my normal tie. If this is the end of the game, I would like to be in my normal clothes.
The skiff is swaying.
Lex, we are done here.
Yes. I lost my tie. I also lost my mutton chops.
Rocks gently under your weight as you get in.
I feel like losing the mutton chops kind of sucks. Because, like, he looks cooler with the mutton chops. Like, it's more of, like, a unique look for Harry. It has a better look for Harry.
There is someone.
But, like, for Harry, the symbology of, like, starting anew is, I think, more important for his character. Ah, that's what I'm gonna stick with.
And a woman stand on the concrete square.
Yeah.
Reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Yes. Let's go. It's time for my intervention.
Look what the tide brought him.
This is the man without sunglasses. Suddenly his expression changes and his head tilt.
You're bleeding all over the place.
And he tilts his head. No one else seems bothered by the bleeding. Who are you people?
Hello, Trent Heidelstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean Vicomar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it.
Oh, what's left of it?
Special Consultant Trent Heidelstein, Battle Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
He points to the C4.
We might need your help with something later.
He adds, suddenly regaining his confidence.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
No, Kim. Way to feed me to the wolves. This is what I said before.
Good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
She says warmly, flashing the tiniest of smiles.
Let the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
No one else seems bothered by the bleeding. Forget about all this. There's a giant...
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
He points at you with both hands.
Bothered by it? Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ transplant. Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that.
What's this about?
Harry, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
This is the horse-faced woman. I don't know why you named her that. but it was beyond idiotic. You should never address her using those words again.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this shit now.
Oh my god.
What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What does he have to say for
For
himself?
himself?
He left you to catch the bullets.
How did you know I was here? You aren't the man with the sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde. You, not the female. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you before. So, Trent Hildestam turns out to be Special Consulate Trent Hildestam. Duped again. You mentioned the task force. Where have you been all this time? There's a mercenary tribunal. You.
It's okay. I didn't come here to gloat or to fool you. Neither did he, actually.
She gestures
just
toward
worried.
Vecchio.
That's right. Worried. I'm always worried about you. Every time you don't show up to work, or when you do but stink, you're a worry fest. She's worried about you. I'm worried about you. Even Special Consultant Backpedal is worried about you. Everyone worries instead of working.
Duped again. No one's who they say they are. How did you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
After all that Sylvie stuff, he betrays me. I saved his establishment, he still betrays me. Turn to face the general direction of the whirling ramp. Damn you, cafeteria manager, you betrayed me for the last time. I told him I understand, okay? Guard told you.
Speaking of which, the giant aerografito in front of the building. The one that's burning. Did you do that?
It was this one junior delinquent. Yeah, I lit a fire. I lit it on fire. It was a poetic gesture.
I knew it. Didn't I tell you, Trant? I told you it was our shit, kid.
The line is from Luigi Atton's Mirova 82, isn't it? About girl-child communism, the titular returning character to ghost the apparition of...
He looks around
Good
and,
choice, Harry.
noticing the impatience of his companions, stops himself.
Don't encourage him, Trant.
Okay.
Aren't you the man with the sunglasses at all?
Guilty as charged.
You aren't the man
I
with the
heard you
sunglasses
lost
at all.
your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true. And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
Actually, I suspected something was off. I don't like being lied to, okay? I had that coming. I actually had no idea that that would be my partner. Like, they knew me, but I didn't recognize that it was this guy.
Had what coming? Not recognizing people you work with every day.
He squints.
Brain damage.
Yes, I'm Trant Hildestam. I never said I wasn't Trant Hildestam.
Wait, what was up with the kid then? So what are you special consulting here? Wait, what was up with the kid then?
Mikhail? Mikhail's my son.
Oh my god, this is the guy! This is the guy that was pointing at the mural! Oh yeah? What was up with all the interesting history? Spying on me?
No, I was just interested in the Feld building and the...
Nah, I don't buy it!
And Mikhail wanted to see Martinez.
It was a
Him
coincidence.
being there with his son. It was not a coincidence. It's difficult to see, but he was worried about you. And also interested
So
in
what
the
are you...
Feld building.
Okay, you're Trent, special content, I get it.
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
Psychotraumatic amnesia.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on.
Duped again. No one's who they say they are.
Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Gardener, scab leader, this. Turn to the lieutenant. Tell me you are who you said you were.
Yes, I'm still Kinki Solagi, still a lieutenant from Precinct 57.
Still caught up in this crossfire, too.
You mentioned the task force?
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Refresh my memory. Who else is this? Yeah, totally. I get it. Major Crimes Unit.
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Trant fucking Hildestam, and Guillaume Baby.
Give me a baby. He stares at
I'm
you.
technically just a civilian advisor.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show.
Okay, yeah, but who's Guillermo Bevy?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit.
Fair enough.
Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Tron because I'm forcing him to stay.
Okay, so what does the unit do?
It's a major crimes unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
They're your posse, or what remains
of it.
Hand-picked, hand-lost.
The 41st isn't...
He trails off, not wishing to finish the sentence. Where have you been all this time? There was a mercenary tribunal.
God damn it, Harry.
He shifts his weight, crosses his arms, and looks at you in the eye.
You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn. Detect or die.
Holy shit. Wait, so you let me face a squad of trained killers alone just to teach me a lesson? All will burn. Satellite Officer Vecmero make no mistake about it. Why didn't you detect or die then? Why would you leave a literal police god? I said all those things? I'm not like that anymore. Wait, so you just let me face a squad of trained killers alone just to teach me a lesson?
It wasn't like that.
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we?
I said all those
Yes.
things?
You're sorry. You're the sorriest cop who ever lived. Nothing has changed, Harry. I've heard this repentance shit 1,000,000 times over.
None of this
The
ringing any
bells
bells.
aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic. As displayed in a station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and...
Socioeconomic.
Socioeconomic.
Socioeconomic. What? Why? Why do you care about that? Wait, socioeconomically, you think I'm so poor I lost my memory?
Not when you phrase it like that. But I don't think critical theory... I know everyone thinks this is far-fetched pink academia, but still, I don't think it should be off the table here.
What?
Bro,
lost
you're
his
baiting
memory
me.
because of capitalism?
No, you're baiting me!
No, not like that. I'm not talking Verhede for school here. But Harry,
I'm trying to make a stupid joke. I know who I am.
what do you think happened?
I might have something to do with an anomaly in the church, 2mm hole in the world. I'm a highly experimental detective. This was a method I used to solve the case. Something so sad that happened to me that I couldn't be me anymore. It was a defensive mechanism. That capitalism fucked me beyond all recognition. Trent is right. I drank so much I lost my memory and now I'm slowly recovering it. No, something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be me anymore. It was a defense mechanism.
Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trant?
He
I
turns
can
his...
go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. Always has been. Who isn't? I know I am. But you know what? I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind, however traumatic it gets. That doesn't happen. You're lying, or insane, or both.
Okay,
Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
I have.
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case. The other when we looked into that mural.
Interesting.
Huh?
So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice.
What is going on?
And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here.
He gestures towards the scenery.
Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world team, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
What?
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Leadership, now.
I'm ready to lead again. Line detective is good for now. He's wrong, I'm too far gone for work. Fuck all of you, I don't want to be in your unit. Authority tells me to read. Or to lead.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard.
You can put your clothes on hard, brother.
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
Hold on. In the ocean? Feign ignorance. That wasn't me. It was stolen by traffic hooligans. I drove it in the ocean when I was drunk. I thought the killer would be underwater. He wasn't. The time had come. Tequila sunset. Yeah!
Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Tequila sunset. Not sunrise because you're almost dead. So funny, Harry. Thank you for fucking me. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right? You're gonna get fired, and I'm gonna pay till I die. It doesn't matter.
He exhales.
Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
I got my badge right here.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Oh, catch it.
You juggle the badge for a second, unsuccessfully, and it lands on the ground, some 2 meters away. Ouch! You strained your elbow trying to catch that stupid thing. Damn it.
What the hell?
He found it. He found it, Jean. It's his badge.
It's his badge.
And your gun?
The man stares at you
Here we
unimpressed.
go again. Lost gun. Trying to terrorize you.
I'm on it 24/7, tracking it down right now. Here we go again. Lost gun. He's trying to terrorize you.
I don't care if you have a new gun. I only care about your old gun. Your official sidearm. You lost it, didn't you?
Maybe it isn't some kind of flashy sidearm, but still.
I don't care. Where is the gun the RCM gave you? I knew it. I told you.
This isn't cause for celebration. It's bad.
I would say it's very bad. Yes. You're drunk like an asshole, Harry. Please put the stolen firearm away before you kill someone.
I quit drinking forever. It's only me in this boring hellhole now.
I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then, huh?
He's wounded.
He looks
Been
at
a
you.
long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
Hold on, I just haven't washed myself after the autopsy. Yeah, I've handled an actual corpse. Yeah, it's been a bit of a week. I'm sorry I smell bad. None of this matters. My odor situation, it's meaningless compared to what I've discovered.
A bit of a week? You're drunk. You let the suspect shoot herself in the head. You went in drunk and intimidated her.
We've read the reports, Harry. Lieutenant Kitsuragis. We know.
I didn't intimidate her. It was a misunderstanding. She thought I was sent by the puta madre. You're right, I messed up there. I pressured her and it's on me. That was nothing. She was unimportant to the investigation. A dead end anyways. That's just a small detail in a huge case you know nothing about. It doesn't matter. None of it does. We were looking at the oxygen holocaust times a quadrillion. I have come to know the final fate of man in the universe. No.
Oh well. If she thought you were sent by la puta madre.
He rubs his
I'm
face.
not even gonna get into what this means for the Ethics Commission. Or the fact that you very likely sold your gun for booze. That's peanuts. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 9 people who were gunned down. The streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Here comes the cavalry.
He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot, not once, but twice. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could
We
have
have to
been.
solve the case. It's solved, all of it. Yeah, it was a massacre. We got wiped. Where the hell were you? The firefight is a trivial matter compared to the greatest discovery of the century. I'm just sorry. Well, I didn't solve the case.
Don't make this harder for yourself.
He says, lowering his
Thank you
voice.
for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He brushes straight strand of it.
He thinks of apologizing.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
The case?
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize, profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first-degree murder. It's not a good communication strategy for an officer. It's just strange, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a true blue moralist. He recently attempted to contact a coalition warship in order to assign la responsabilité, which is commendable, but also at odds with his own behavior. Other still, he is also a Mazovian socio-economist who believes in liquidating the ruling class. How he reconciles these 2 points of view, I do not know, but he is vocal on both of them. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I have seen, in fact. He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, Mr. Vicmar, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
Okay, he did something.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A new species! Yes!
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to
Oh
the
my
officers
God.
across the yard. The wind blows, flapping the glossy rectangle in his hand. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
Ah!
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
So as you can see, I'm a pretty okay detective. Hoysana. So Hoysiana. Say nothing.
Fucking hell is that?
The
Is
man
this
cranes his neck.
somehow connected to the case?
No.
The killer did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence, exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia. He fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
Yes, the phasma may have had contributed to his mental state in some way over the years. Probably not connected per se, but the perpetrator knew of its existence.
So it is connected.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes. It really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
His tired eyes follow the photo as the lieutenant puts it
This is
away.
a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness.
I also started a nightclub in the church. Also, the Phasmid was female. The reeds are its nest. The killer, Livanovich Dross, we have a strong motive for him. There was also a dead man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found. I also looked into the mystery of the Doom commercial area. I confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad. So what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back?
What was that?
Yeah, I
It
reinvigorated
sounded like you set up a nightclub in the church.
Yeah, I invigorated the local nightlife. Yeah, I did some kids a solid, turned their lives around. Yeah, I discovered a hitherto unexplored anthropolitical phenomenon in there here too. A 2-millimeter hole in the world.
That's great. Entrepreneur is a great new career for you. After police officer. I don't care. Go live in the Pale.
4 kids were living in a tent on the ice. They were going to drown when it melted. It's not optimal, but the building was abandoned, so he put them in there. It's okay.
It's not that okay. Get off this subject now.
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not as far as I could see.
It had
There
gathered
were
items
other
in its nest, a helmet, a scope, and a passport. I think it reproduced parthenogenesis. I think it emits a chemical that makes it look even more like the reeds. Conclude it had mandibles that looked like hair, completely white on the inside.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
I still think it was
Of
female.
course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I didn't see it. It must be robust if it can move a whole helmet with its limbs.
I think it reproduced
As in
pathogen.
cloning itself. What makes you think so?
They told me.
Then it wouldn't matter if it's male or female. The bower would just be rudimentary behavior from before the parthenogenetic mutation. Very interesting.
I think it mixed a chemical that makes it look more like reeds.
Yes. That would be a chiromone. A pheromone that's seemingly beneficial to the host. It usually stimulates the affected nervous
I've
system.
seen him toxic somehow
Not
like an
humans,
addict.
of course,
Just
but perhaps a predator's.
the perpetrator seemed intoxicated somehow like an addict. It's just a hunch.
There are species of bees that, under the influence of chiromones, take wasp larvae to their hives, and do the same with aphids, thinking they're... Do you think this is how it stayed hidden?
Nothing is off the table. But I want to stress this. The find does not have to be connected to the case. The case is 100% prosecutable, without any chiromone.
Of course, Lieutenant. Of course.
Look, no.
We should treat the case and the Phasmid as completely separate from each other. People are not going to...
He shakes his
They're
head.
not going to go for this speculation in the constabulary.
It had mandibles that looked like hair. It was completely white on the
Yes,
inside.
but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Sorry, I gotta make sure my video is still going. Let me look at this real quick. There we go.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian Phasmid. No.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
Without it,
He shakes his
You're
head.
doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still. Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
There was also a dead man on the boardwalk. A missing person.
yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk.
How did you know?
The
I found
body
him?
was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
Also looked into the mystery. I confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad.
Who's Kuno?
You don't want to know.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snort. I don't know what a Doom commercial area is.
And they go, where all businesses go to bankrupt. I looked into it.
Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
Oh my god. You're so
There
mean.
was a possible witness in there, and it was close to the crime scene. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course. Call it.
Lilyanovich. A revolutionary matronym.
I don't have time for this. Straight to the motive, please.
The custom started in Gra. This man's mother.
So,
Ah.
it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Lilyanovich.
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He killed the mercenary, hoping to start a war between the company and the union. Actually, I'm not sure I have a motive. I had another thing.
And it worked?
Yes, until we stopped it. He saw the mercenary as an ennemi combatant. There's plenty for prosecution to pick from, as far as motive is concerned. Also, we have a sniper's nest with full view of the room in which the mercenary died, right on the island, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
It's way more than that.
It's more than that. It's way more than that. It will win me Dora back. It's my masterpiece. They'll teach this in cop school. I did all I could. Every second was a struggle. I'm still not completely satisfied with it. I could be a little neater.
I've never doubted you can pull yourself together and work in bouts. Bouts don't last. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like in your bones or something. It will pass. In time.
So what do you say? You want to take this hot
I
shit back?
don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude,
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
Oh my god. Relax.
You haven't been drinking, she thinks. So maybe this time.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Wait, I have a few questions before we go about who
The
I am.
man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry. Well,
What?
obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
No way. I was a flagrant monk. That does explain a lot.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth,
What?
your inexplicable facial hair.
The collection of fallen sportswear I've
The fact
amassed?
that you don't seem to know what homosexuality is, and how you're able to perform a 360-degree spin kick too.
Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy.
When was this? When was I a gym teacher? You said in Coron? I was a gym teacher there? Why did I join the RCM?
in your 20s or late 20s, you've really let yourself go since then. Yes, you taught gym in Cool. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school.
The smell of sweat and glue.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
Why did I join the
The
RCM
regular.
then?
You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries, and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
Okay, I see
I
now.
knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
Why am I like
It's
this?
not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
What's her name, Dora?
Yeah. Dora Engelund, I think.
Not Dora Dubois.
So we weren't even
No
married?
one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
When was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
I couldn't have been 6'3". Let's go with 3. Okay, 6 years is not that much.
Yeah, Or 7? You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and the Rangalon really tore you a new one. A big one.
Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
Huh?
She was extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous. A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a whalekin, basically. I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is about to go down.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing. My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several
Degrees harder.
Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, am I a dirty cop looking for La Puta
No.
Madre? Because the suspect seemed to think.
You're too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would take you.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
I told you it's not that bad.
Precinct 41, what kind of station is it?
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one
Yeah.
precinct. You're just understaffed, and everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
He tilts his head
Get
northward.
back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
And Price?
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders.
He's one
Oh.
of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the... They speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
So I work in the
Okay,
bloody murder
It's
station.
not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there. Hard. Every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Revachol. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
The Phasman, I need to tell Lena about this ASAP.
Who is Lena?
A cryptozoologist. She lives in Jamrock on Tabernacle Road. She told me about this Phasmid.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live, on Perdition.
She looks at Vecmio.
Fine. If we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible.
Locust
It
City.
would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
She is going to be over the moon.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what will you do now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain. Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol.
He pulls up his collar and looks around, the cold spring light reflecting off the lenses of his glasses.
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Want to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I meant investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price?
A crooked smile
I'm
quivers on his
flattered,
lips.
but I don't know if I...
Would fit him. And crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
The lieutenant turns very serious all of a
And
sudden.
we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to.
She says with a
Mountains,
smile.
even.
I do like the sound of that.
He returns his smile. Her smile. Yay, Kim! Yeah, let's go.
Good.
She looks like you, then back me out.
Fuck it, let's go. Trump brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the afternoon sky, the great district hums. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, and chimney stacks. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41, to Boogie Street, forking into the snow-swept horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nix Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomny Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in the office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the RCM. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minot? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
The woman looks north. Ah, dude! Oh my god! That's amazing! Holy shit! Okay, so I had a chance to talk with my friends about the game yesterday after I finished the stream. Dude, I love how one of my favorite things about this is that, like, the game, it felt as though there were, like, so many offshoots and small things that we could do, like side mission type stuff that we could do, and in the end, all of those things mattered. They weren't just kind of like put in there for fluff or filler. Let me turn this down a little bit. Like, it actually, they tied back into this ending. And I looked it up too, and like, this is kind of the Insulindian Phasmid was intended for the end here, which I feel like, what a unique way to end this game, because I thought it was going to end on this serious note, and I want to talk more about the ending and Dora Drove, the final, the killer. But like, I felt like, especially halfway through the game, that I was failing so much that it was like, man, I've like made so many mistakes, and like, even when I was like doing good things or doing the right thing, it was still hard and like ugly and like rough, and like doing the right thing was difficult. And then like to throw this like fantastical cryptid anomaly at you at the very end, in the like middle of like solving like the pinnacle of the game, like solving the final case, just to throw something so random out that's like so beautiful and like wraps up kind of like all of that tension that came from the game. And by tension I mean like all of the like failures that you go through. And I think that like it just gives you that kind of like sense of hope in that bleakness that you've been experiencing all the game, where it's like you're trying to like look for meaning beyond all of the things that you're doing and trying to find the good in stuff, and you're trying to like make something beautiful out of the ugliness, and like just being human, right? To just on top wrap it up with a bow with like something fantastical like that is to like confirm that despite all of the struggles and ugliness of the world, when you do, like, you can continue to do good things, and that like there's still hope, there's still beauty, and like there's still just amazing things out there, just as a fact of like or just in nature, just out in nature, like it occurs naturally, like there will be beauty naturally despite all of the ugliness. And then on the killer, like it felt as though the like communard route, or like taking the communist like dialogue choices, was more like, it was kind of like clowned on. It felt like if you were to bring those things up in the context of the conversations that you were having, it was like very out of character, or like you're really kind of bringing it out of left field. And so those I passed up on a lot of the like communist monologues because it didn't feel as though that was the character's, like what you wanted to play as the character, or like what the like right things to be doing in context of everybody else. But like the history of it, like this all like wrapped up and like coalesced into this person, and like his reasoning for killing and who he is was really reinforced by the history of the city and of the world, and like it actually ended up being way more serious. And so I feel as though like if I had taken more of those communist routes, like this ending would have played out a little bit differently. And it would have been justified to like sympathize, or not, well, I sympathize with him, but it would have been more justified to like take his side in the situation. Like my character Harry wouldn't have been much different if I had chosen those options. But I like how like those sentiments were clowned on while in society, because what it feels like is like we're living in the aftermath of a war that destroyed communism and the communard and the ICM, and like in our society that Harry grew up in, those kinds of mentalities are clowned on. So all of the dialogue options are treated as if they're like jokes, or as if they're like out of left field and weird, but that's because that's who the people are around Harry. Like, so like when you finally meet a person who is seriously or is taken more seriously, expressing those sentiments, that is way more impactful, and it shows how like because of the war, like historically speaking, because of the war, how Revachol developed after, like politically and economically, and that like whole entire plot point, like I didn't really interact with that kind of plot very much, about the history and not the politics, but the is it, I guess, ideology. I didn't really interact a lot with the ideology. The politics a little bit, yeah. But mostly like on just a surface level between Wild Pines and the Union, and just on more of a personal level, not on like a philosophical level. But like in the very end, the motivation for the killer is very ideological. Like he's an ideologue for the Communist Party, and Renee was his foil for the moral intern. And like the fact that, and it's so rich and like deep, like even between these two men who are foils of each other's and mortal enemies, they had like he had emotions for Renee. Like it was more so like what do you call it? Like a parasocial almost relationship, because they never met. He only observed him, but it was through like all of those years that he established like that relationship with him, or like that like care for him. I I'm so happy that the Insulindian Phasmid didn't turn out just to be a dead end, because that was really like, that was heartbreaking. That it was like, yeah, these folk are chasing this hopeful dream, but like in reality, like they have mixed feelings about doing so. Like Lena's relationship with her husband and like their relationship with the Insulindian Phasmid and how it ties them together. And it's like, it really seems like a bleak, negative ending for them because they don't find the Phasmid and they've spent their lives chasing it, and her husband's sick, and Lena believes that, you know, their relationship is a lie because of it. But the fact that it just turns out to be true, I think, is like a really good analog for the entire story, where it's like we're facing off with like the ugliness of the world and the ugliness of humans and ourselves, but there's still hope that just occurs naturally, and there's still beautiful things. And I've said it before that like even in these situations that are so bleak and dire, and like we find like real human emotion, and we find real good, and we find mercy, and we find beauty. Man, this game was amazing. Holy shit. That was a wild ride. Kim is like the best like sidekick, like the best written sidekick. He was supposed to be like the you know, the, what is it? Not the everyman, the like the center, moral center, and like the like normal person. But the fact that we could get him to do so many fun things is like, his character is so like, that we're able to like build our relationship with him in such a interesting way is so much fun. Getting him to dance, and Harry as a protagonist is like, again, one of those things where it's like so deep and rich. I think that like his relationship with his wife, God, that hurt me bad. That hurt me bad. He's such a complex character, and really there was no resolution. There's no like superhero story ending for Harry with his like his love life, and like it's just that like his memories have like trapped him, like having dreams about like his it's not even his wife, it's just a girlfriend. It wasn't even his wife. I don't know. It's she just like, it's like it's been 7 years and that person has moved on and is gone. But for Harry, like his memories and his dreams have him trapped. Mankind, be vigilant. We loved you. Oh, wow. That was awesome. That was great. Funny enough, it took me about an hour to finish this off. That's what we wanted. What is collage? Discoelysium collage content. No, this mode contains spoilers, except that's fine. What is this? Move? What is this? Huh? Oh, it's Kim. How do I apply? Oh, wow. This is cool. Kuno. Ha! You. Done. Un jour, je serai de retour près de toi. What does that mean? Un jour, je serai de retour. One day I will return to your side. French for one day I'll return to your side. Oh, that's beautiful. Cindy, good job. Dude. Alright, guys. That's it. That's it for Disco Elysium. I don't know if I'll play another playthrough. I feel like I got everything I wanted out of that. Oh, man. Alright. Anyways, thank you for coming to watch, coming to the end with me. If you have watched all the way through, I hope you enjoyed the ride. We'll be getting on to some other stuff soon. Game dev stuff. We need to finish that game. That'll be our stream until we finish, and then we'll be playing Signalis after that. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be seeing you on the next one. Have a good evening. Bye.